Yo, we're back, and today we have tons of videos on the channel featuring how to make millions and millions of stubs, no money spent. In fact, I'm already over 800,000. I think I'm close to 1 million now, no money spent. And I haven't even done any of the many Road to the Show glitches. So there is a lot of stubs to be made. Make sure you become a member in the Discord. We got almost 4,000 people in there. And also become a member of the channel. You'll get exclusive, of course. There it is. You'll get exclusive exclusive features, exclusive channels in the Discord. You'll make millions and millions. I honestly thought this was Bobby Witt. It's Jack Caglianone. Today, we make tons of stubs. But what do you do with all of the stubs that you made? When do you get to play the game? When do you get to have fun? When do you get to buy the players that you want? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button. And the first thing we gotta mention, man, when do you get to start spending your stubs? What amount? When can you do live series, right? You know what? I'm writing that down. I gotta make a video on how to do live series fast. I'll have that out to you guys soon. But basically, this is the strat. Live series is probably going to be worth finishing because you're gonna have so many stubs from following my advice, from following all the tutorials, from being a member, that live series is gonna be not that expensive. Like, you're gonna be looking at 2 or 3 million stubs. That is going to be chump change. But you want to make sure you don't do live series before you're ready to do it. So here's step one. Step one is the saving phase. The saving phase, the investing phase, and the stub making phase. That's the phase we're in right now. If you're below 250,000 stubs right now, you're selling. Unfortunately, you're selling. You know, you're most likely not playing the game strategically. Below 250,000 stubs, you hit up Diamond Quest immediately, and you have to do Diamond Quest over and over again. The Diamond Quest method, getting these boss cards until you're at 250,000 stubs. You can do Diamond Quest for the stubs. You know, you can face that guy that gives you 5 packs. Make sure you do Conquest. Get all of the Conquest hidden rewards. If you don't know what that means, please ask in the comments, man, because it is free packs for 0 minutes. So get to at least 250,000. Once you're over 250K, if you're between 250 and 500, you've still been slightly slacking, but you're in a decent spot. Because when you're between that range, then you can start roster update investing. These cards will change their attributes based on their real life stats, but even more important, they're gonna change their prices before the actual roster updates. Jarren Duran is priced as if he's a diamond, and he's not. So we're gonna see Duran go back down in price. You know, look at a guy like Cody Bellinger. If you buy Cody Bellinger right now at 2,000, yes, he's overpriced, but if he gets a shout out from a content creator, I guess I don't count. But if he gets a shout out from a content creator that's bigger, or if he has a multi-home run game, if he has even 1 home run opening day, his price is going to go 3,000 plus because it's hype. Hype is the name of the word. So you can actually flip these guys daily, which is what I highly suggest. That's where if you're below 500K, the best cards to be flipping are starting pitchers. Starting pitchers and guys that are going to be starting like as soon as possible. Because you'll get clarification on whether or not these guys are actually, you know, worth long-term holding. So even if you're any amount of stubs, 250 to 500, I'd probably go with mostly starters. Then 500 and up, then you can start mixing in some hitters. Mix in some hitters with most of your starting pitchers. But, you know, if I break down my inventory, like right now, it's selling. I'm actually selling a lot of things. I can show you right now. Like I'm selling Alec Boehm. I bought him for 216. I'm selling them all for 400. I am buying some Bellingers just because why not? But I sold off Riley Green for 611. There was another dude I sold. It was Jackson Chourio. I made 50K on all these guys. So again, put in 50,000 stubs at least per player. We already have videos what that method is, but how do you spend your stubs, right? So this is what's going to happen. You're going to make a lot of stubs doing this method. It's going to take time. It is going to take time. You know, San Diego Studios, they only do the updates once every 3 weeks. You're not going to hit on every investment. You know, you're going to buy, let's go back. Who am I about to jinx? I mean, this might be like a good jinx, though. You're going to buy Yainer Diaz, and unfortunately, he's going to go 0 for 37 with 33 strikeouts to start the year. And then you're going to have to quick sell. You might take a bit of a loss depending on if you overpaid. Don't overpay, simple as that. You know, make it as risk-free as possible. But if your investment doesn't pan out, you're going to have to keep pulling the trigger until one of those investments pans out and you start building up your stub count. Once you get to 2 million stubs, that's right, 2 million is the magic number. Well, 2 million is an important number because you're going to think, oh, I got 2 million stubs. It's time to go on a pack spree. It's time to finish live series collection with my 2 mil. Unfortunately, you're wrong. What you do, 2 million stubs. It is not hard to double those stubs in one roster update. So you go from 2 million, you go all in. Not all in on one player, but you invest strategically. By the time you're at 2 million stubs, guys, I mean, I know a lot of people are close to a million right now, if you remember. But by the time you're at 2 million stubs, you'll know how to be doing these roster update investing very, very well. So you're going to turn that 2 mil into 4 mil in one update. So once you reach that 4 million stubs, I know a lot of you are thinking, are you out of your mind, TBR? 4 million? I mean, listen, you will get that many stubs very, very soon. Sorry, not very soon. Again, be patient. We're probably looking in terms of timeline. What is it? Today it's almost April. The season hasn't even started. You know, we're looking at the end of April, beginning of May. 2 million to 4 million stubs. That's the range you should be in. So I mean, this is going to be, it's very obtainable, and it's going to be obtainable soon. Once you get to 4 mil, then you can complete live series collection. The reason being, let's just say that this collection goes up in price. It's not 2.5 million anymore. It's 3 million. All right. So live series collection costs you 3 million stubs. You still have 1 million left. You have Carlos Beltran, you've got Clemens, you've got Gil Hodges, O'Day. You got a good team, man. You got a lot of decent cards from finishing up live series. I think it's worth it, and that's why it's going to be something we do. But wait till you get to 4 mil. So spending the stubs. You spend them first on finishing live series. You get to 4 mil. You have another million left in your pocket. Okay, now what? Well, now you got to turn that 1 million back into 2 million in another update. So now you're going to be sitting at 2 million stubs. What do? Well, even if you're at 1 million, you can start doing this. But what I like doing is gemming my way through things. I mean, you can start spending the stubs now because you already did live series. So now, as long as you're not a pack addict, you're going to have that stub count and you can do whatever you want. What I recommend is I start gemming my way through exchanges. Yes. I mean, first off, if you do the live series, you're automatically going to get 20K here. But then you start gemming your way through these exchanges, man. Look at this. Alec Boehm, yeah, sayonara, sucker. You know, you start gemming your way to get 10K points in Team Affinity. Whatever other programs have exchanges. This is where you start using your stubs. I like using my stubs to save myself time. So I turn my stubs into time savers, doing the exchanges, doing things of that nature. But I also recommend at that point, once you have live series done, you can actually start spending stubs on guys you want. You can go out there, you can buy players. I just recommend, like, honestly, once you're at 1 million stubs, I would never go below that 1 million stubs extra in the bank. So if you're at 3 million, you know, you can spend 2 million on whatever you want. Now, keep in mind, if you're spending it on packs, on stuff that is going to have zero value, you're most likely selling. Like, if you're at 3 million and you tell me, all right, yeah, I spent 250K on packs because I had the urge. It's like, all right, man, you know, it's a one-time thing. You know, you gotta tickle the urge every once in a while. But if you spend 2 mil and you do it regularly, it's like you're trolling. Those stubs are getting burnt, incinerated. So the best thing you can do with those stubs is buy guys from the marketplace. Like, don't try pulling them. Don't try ripping them. You know, obviously, once you're at that stub count max of 5 mil, there are ways to have more than 5 million stubs. We'll get into that once we start reaching that with a lot of the members. But really start recruiting. Start going out there. Oh, Ohtani? 4 hundo? Light work. You're coming home. It's as simple as that. That's when you start spending the stubs. So hopefully this was a good video to explain the timeline, the process. You know, right now, like I said, it's the patience phase. You got to make as high of a stub count initially as you can. We're going to start investing that. We're going to start daily flipping that, playing daily fantasy baseball on these guys in the marketplace. And eventually, you know, you'll get to 2 million. That's going to be a big number because by update, you know, as soon as an update hits, that 2 million can turn to 4 million. When that happens, life becomes easier. The collection's done, and you can start gemming your way through exchanges and buying the players you want. That is how I recommend spending your stubs in MLB The Show 25. W's in the chat. Peace.